What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and oh, the Twitter ender is here. That's right. Threads is here, and the left is exploding with joy. They're just so happy that finally they have some place to go that isn't owned by the mean Rocket Man. If only we hadn't heard all of this before. In fact, we have. Remember Mastodon? Remember when that was so much better than Twitter and everyone was just going to be leaving Twitter forever for Mastodon? And then they all came back. I mean, hey, look, let me be totally fair. Remember when everyone was leaving Twitter for, Parler? Although that was a little different because, the tech monopoly shut that down. But remember when everyone was going to leave for True Social, when everyone was going to leave? Twitter is the public square, like it or lump it, especially now that Elon Musk owns it. And the left's absolute cope and seethe about it is hilarious. They've already begun censoring people in a far more intrusive and overt way than Twitter 1.0 ever did. There's lots to talk about with Twitter Threads and why it stinks. But I will say I'm a big fan of competition. I want more options out there. Just not a Facebook version of Twitter. I mean, we already know all the problems that exist with Facebook. So I don't know why anyone thought this would be any different. I hope that you'll join me today. By the way, I've got my live stream today at noon. The link will be in the description, depending on when you see this. If you're seeing it and I'm not live anymore, at least head on over to it and follow me on Rumble so you get notified. I stream every day from noon to 2 over there. Zuckerberg's Twitter, so link in the description, by the way. Also, site-wide sale, Coffee Brand Coffee. Happy 4th will save you 15% off site-wide. Sale ends Friday. Zuckerberg's Twitter Ender app, Threads, signs up more than 10 million people within hours of launch as Facebook boss taunts Elon Musk with first tweet in 11 years and boasts his new platform will get more users than Twitter's 450 million. Now, first and foremost, let me address this propaganda. Threads is simply an extension of Instagram masquerading as a completely different app. Every thread you post is constantly marketing back to existing Instagram users. Instagram already has, I don't know, 1 billion users, something very, very strong. So it's not like Threads is some new app that's exploding in users. It's a touch of a button to create a thread from your Instagram file. And now what Instagram is hoping that is that you'll use Instagram, Censorious Instagram and Censorious Threads, two Facebook products, just to avoid, the bad Spaceship Man bad. So first of all, 10 million users, it's not 10 million new users, okay? It came as Elon Musk hit out at Meta's new platform and claimed it spreads false happiness like Instagram. Threads, which is trying to appeal to Twitter users, by offering longer posts and accounts linked to their Instagram. That's, by the way, all they offer. There's not a single thing Threads offers that Twitter doesn't. When new alternatives came out for Twitter, the big thing was, hey, we're not going to censor you, right? When Parler came out, when Gab came out, and Gab still is relatively censorship free. But that was at least something that hey, there's a reason to go over there. But Threads offers zero reason to sign up. Posting on the app, Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg said 10 million signups in 7 hours. He also tweeted for the first time in 11 years, sharing an image aimed at his rival Musk of 2 cartoon Spider-Mans pointing at each other after he claimed Threads would outstripe Twitter's 450 million users and could hit 1 billion. The Twitter lookalike app, which calls retweets reposts and tweets threads, allow users to post up to 500 characters of text and up to 5 minutes of video, as well as pictures. Threads has been nicknamed Twitter Killer online. Yeah, by who? Big Tech? Amid animosity between the rival billionaires who agreed recently to take each other on in a cage fight at the Coliseum, with the Coliseum in Rome as a potential venue, it came after the war words online, with Musk repeatedly urging Twitter users to delete their Facebook accounts, calling the social network lame. Well, it is. Chef Gordon Ramsay, pop star Shakira, and Mark Hoyle, better known as the YouTuber LAD Baby, I don't know who that is, have already joined Threads and made their presence on the app known. Millions of others pre-ordered the app after its launch was announced earlier this week. I mean, it's a Twitter clone that has Facebook-level censorship. And I guess who does that appeal to? Leftoids. And by the way, they're all still, the cope is so amazing. We're going to go through in a minute here. Like, they're all still running back to Twitter nonstop to be like, yeah, Twitter's dead. Twitter's dead. Twitter's dead. Threads is awesome. Threads is awesome. Threads is awesome. Twitter's dead. Then why aren't you on Threads? Literally. Now, does Threads have literally the best opportunity out there to have a sizable user base at launch? Yes. But you're just splitting them between Instagram and Threads. So usership of Threads increasing will decrease usership of Instagram. There's no reason that you couldn't have just added a text option to Instagram, right? Why not just add a little Threads thing in Instagram? Because quite frankly, that's all this is. It's adding text threads to Instagram. Users of the app will be able to use their Instagram login and get started and like on the picture sharing platform, can follow and connect with friends and influencers of similar interests. How would you even know? There's no trending topics. In the UK, all users under 18 will be defaulted on a private profile when they join. Someone's feed on the app includes threads from people they follow, as well as recommended content from creators they have not yet heard of, that they want you to hear of, by the way. This is like, what's so funny. Threads has got an energy that Twitter has long lost. It's hard to see a way out of this one for Musk, especially given the volume of users on Instagram. What? For marketers, advertisers, and news media, Threads is another billion-piece puzzle to solve. If interoperability and cross-platforming really is the future, now is the time for everyone to sharpen their teeth. Now, of course, I have a Threads account. It's at the Quartering News, just like my Instagram account is, okay? It's my job to be available on all platforms because I'm a content creator. The average person isn't on every single platform. They pick one, maybe two, right? The idea, like the ridiculous hype for this is insane. Zuckerberg's Threads could overtake Twitter in a blink of an eye. No, it couldn't. I suppose anything's possible. And I do want to maintain my position that more competition is good. But Threads is, people are going to go over there and create an account, just like I did. And you can follow me there at the Quartering News and see my videos and see my posts there too. And I'm going to use it, just like everyone else will, for 2 weeks. Then we're going to know. I'm in the startup screen as I mentioned, the Fediverse, which with the promise that platforms' future iterations will be able to communicate with other social networks. Threads is inviting everyone to the party in one big space, agnostic of whether the person they are commuting with is signed up and active on Instagram. Well, I've also read that in order to delete your Threads account, you have to delete your Instagram. So I don't know if that's a thing that they're gonna fix. I don't know. You see, beware if you sign up for Threads. Expert warns Meta's new app is perfect target for scammers. Here how to spot fake accounts. This happens all the time with brand new social media. People pick up accounts. They are imposters. They pretend. They'll probably be more likely to work on Instagram because they're Facebook boomers that use it. So there's that. Tim Pool writes something I think that is pretty apt here, saying the goal of Threads is to stop you from being able to have your own follower list. Big tech wants to create a singular narrative, and it's not possible using the old model of choose who to follow. That's why Insta and Threads forces you to see posts from people you don't even know. That's true. I have an Instagram account. I'll link it down below. I post all my shorts there, and I post other stuff there. But I never see posts from anybody I follow. All I ever see is weird, fake plastic women and dudes pretending to be rich. Oh, look, I rented this Airbnb. I have an infinity pool. Follow me now for my special system. And then everyone has the same dang music playing behind. It's all so fake. He writes, all big tech is moving this direction. No more segmented political bubbles. Of course, you can follow people and have followers, but most platforms now disregard that to a great degree. YouTube subscriptions haven't mattered in nearly 10 years, and that's also very true. I think that if you look at, YouTube subscriptions, if you're watching me on YouTube, how many have you even subscribed? If you're not subscribed, I hope you will, because it's still an indicator to YouTube that, it matters. If you're on Rumble, please follow me. BitChute or Odyssey, please follow me there. But it's still more about what they want you to see. That's why I started the Publica, because eventually it gets harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to actually find videos from the creators you want. And I pointed out, Threads is already censoring people. When you want to follow somebody, it says, "Are you sure you want to follow DC Drano? This account has repeatedly posted false information that was reviewed by independent fact checkers or went against community guidelines." So now they're giving warnings. They're saying, "Hey, don't follow this person. Don't follow this person." I don't know, I don't care who they are. I'm unfamiliar with DC Drano, to be honest with you. But the reality is, why does this warning even exist? Community notes is already a perfect solution for that. I think that, interestingly, if you look at, even if you look at Instagram, there is an element to it that is very different, than, say, YouTube or Twitter. But I mean, so I'm the quartering news there. I'm quartering news on Threads. The amount of interaction I get on Instagram is very low. And I think it's because no one actually sees my posts. Like if I go to Explore, I don't see, look what I see when I go to Explore, a bunch of thoughts. And some people will be like, "Oh, this is based on your search algorithm." I don't search Instagram. Why is this? I mean, like, what is this? Okay, here's an actual funny car washing video maybe thing. But I mean, I don't know. And then you just have these conservative pundits who just, post clips of other people's videos. They don't actually create any content for Instagram. Commercials. Here's just reposting someone else's memes. It's I don't know. It feels so inauthentic and plastic to me. And the fact that Threads is even more hilariously censored. It's no Twitter killer, but I welcome the competition. I think that's good for everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like on it. Please do follow the link in the description and pin comment down below to join on today's live stream. We're going to discuss all this and more in depth. My daily live stream over at Rumble.